Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back, as always, to another episode of our Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. We are playing the Dark Urge. Our character here is Krolt, and he is running along through Faerun with his crew. If you don't recall, in the last episode, we hunted down and the Devil Karlach met her end on Will's blade. And we also checked through the ruins that Shadowheart was standing out in front of in episode 1. We were hoping there might be a little bit of a clue towards finding a cure for the parasite there. That was really our last option here in the wilderness that we're aware of, and we couldn't. So our next best guess is to go make the long trek to Moonrise Towers. And so we're going to start that journey along today, but we're going to pick up right where we left off and head back to camp because Will said, hey, we might want to head back when I was checking through the journal here, getting ready for today's episode. We got our crew still posted up over here. May or may not have taken me a few takes to do the intro, and I got very sad and very annoyed with repositioning everybody. So, let's take a quick old...
I'm so glad I found... Wait, it's me. It's Alfira from the Grove.
Alfira, what are you doing here?
I'm sorry for barging in like this, but I had to come find you. You've... well, inspired me. I want to stand on my own 2 feet, to prove that I can be half the bard my teacher was. I want to join you, to fight by your side. I want to help people, as you've helped me.
Yeah! More allies. Are you sure? I lead a dangerous life. It's safer for you at the Grove. No, I have no time for weaklings. Are you sure? I lead a dangerous life.
I've been running since El Turel. And when we finally arrived at the Grove, we found danger there too. Unless I hide away from the world, I can't avoid it. So I'd rather face it head on. With you.
You can stay for now. Let's see how you fare. This would be very cool.
Really?
A bard companion.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Ease your worries. Warm your hands. We owe you that much.
I won't let you down. I promise.
Understood. Can we talk to Alfira? Oh.
This is so exciting.
Krolt started a conversation, and then nothing happens. Maybe
It's well be done.
Lae'zel can start the conversation.
I will be heard.
Yeah, and it just has me jump over to Krolt and then back out. So, strange. But maybe that was the conversation that we just saw. Let's talk to Will. I think that Alfira is seen here.
I had another dream last night. The visitor came to me and ordered me to penetrate the heart of the very cult that's spreading the infection.
Me too.
It gave me a tadpole gift too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. I suppose it hoped this would help. At first, I thought we should avoid these gifts no matter what advantage we gain. And yet, I can't help recall the words of my father. The best plan is the one that works. These powers could be enough to edge us towards victory.
Good to hear you're of the like mind. We need these powers to infiltrate the cult. This is the plan that works. I think Krolt is totally sold on the tadpoles at this point. Maybe not totally sold, but I don't think he sees any downside to it. Because we talked about this in the past couple episodes, but he really is only getting power from them and doesn't see a situation where it accelerates his ceramorphosis. So,
Very well. If it's mind games these parasites wish to play, we'll play. And we'll win.
So, I think that Alfira being here has interfered with Will's cutscene, if I had to guess. Because I know that a lot of times the long rest scenes can kind of stack up on top of each other. So I think that and I think they can prevent one for like there can only be one a night. I could be wrong, but I think that's the case. That said, if you see Gale with this body language, it means that he needs another artifact. I'm going to check real quick and see if do we have any magical artifacts in here. We're gonna hold on to these boots here because I actually think those might be useful later on. Maybe we'll see. What do I have that I can give to Gale? Do we have anything? Oh, the haste helm, which, why isn't Astarion wearing that? Key of the Ancients, I doubt that's a magical item. Oh, I think Greatsword I don't think is magical.
Sharp as ever.
Huh.
How delicious. Keep your distance, darling.
Alright, we're gonna keep Astarion with the haste helm. We'll take the Greatsword and see if that is one that can be used. Let's see.
I've been dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again. She told me our purpose was to take on this cult of the Absolute, to infiltrate its ranks and bring it down from the inside. She even offered me greater powers, the result of some manipulation of the tadpole's psionic abilities. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece.
You're all about consuming just anything that can... all about magic and parasites and consumption. You're right, we must use every means at our disposal, even unsavory ones. This is great because this is giving...
The Absolute certainly seems an adversary worth halting in its tracks. Any opportunities for us to indulge our tadpole's capabilities are hardly on the same scale. Trifles, when one considers the bigger picture.
I'm going to try and be a little bit more careful about picking when I'm speaking so that I don't interrupt myself by starting a dialogue option. I think that this is a great little opportunity here, discussing the tadpoles, for Krolt to kind of show his true colors to the group a little bit. And show that, yeah, he's kind of here for power. So, let me see. I think I have a magical artifact you might be interested in.
May I?
Give Gale a magical artifact. Yeah, see? That's... Sword of Justice. My apologies.
Perhaps I'm not conveying the urgency of the situation. It's incredibly
let me just hit the persuasion check, because that was a mistake. And we're about to long rest, so I'm happy to use the charm person. Nice.
Of course. I hate for you to think
we'll find one tomorrow for you, Gale.
I shall persevere.
I know. You'll be okay. Alright. Let's hit the... Hey. Try and actually talk to Elfira one more time. Yeah, very strange. I wonder if that's... Let me know if that's something that I should be... if that's something that I should be seeing, or if that's a glitch. There should be a conversation going on there.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed.
Oh!
You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body
Oh,
of that
Jesus
girl
Christ.
who earnestly swore to devote her life to your cause.
Holy.
Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches.
I think we... Alright, that is crazy. I knew that this happens. I did not realize it was that bad. That's... sorry, Elfira. Sad face. But what would Krolt be doing here? Would he be doing the smart thing? I feel like he... Because I don't feel like the smart thing to do here is, even though it is an intelligence check, would be to try and remember anything. I think he would look for... Yeah, let's look for an explanation. 19, nice.
There are dozens and dozens of wounds on the corpse. The killer did not
Okay,
stop
I can
savaging it, even when she was
do
long.
without the tight shots.
And your dominant arm aches. It aches from stabbing over and over. No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you, really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business?
Let's connect to my parasite. Because I certainly don't think... Because I think Krolt does think Alfira was weak. And so I don't think he's particularly... I think he's probably bothered by the fact that he didn't realize that this happened, but I don't think he's bothered by the fact that it did happen. I think he's more bothered by the fact that that he was basically in a trance. Wonder what curse is in your heart to kill in your sleep. I think let's connect to the parasite and see if
The little worm seems silent. Your companions sleep blissfully tonight. If it were the rage of a tadpole, no others seem to be affected. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you.
-1. Should just go back to bed. I didn't even get the bottom option before I started looking at the stealth. Alright, stealth, try and hide the body or seek the nearest water to wash the blood away. Let's try and hide the body. Come on, baby. I need a 13. I need a 13 like I need water. Give it to me. Give it to me. I believe. Fuck! Let's do it. Let's do it. Inspiration, baby. Come on. 13. 13. 13. Even worse. Even worse. 1. That's... Oh. Damn. Damn.
Her guts start to flow as you shift her.
Oh. That's so gross. Bro, I'm just going to bed.
You wonder if your misdeed.
Bro, what? Alright. I'm just going to bed with the blood on my hands. Come on. Oh my god. That was...
Change her. This is some sloppy work. You talk.
I have to lie. There's no... I'm going to lose everybody if I say that I killed this person. I have to lie. Charm person. I don't think it's necessary. Let's just fucking send it on a 7. Come on, I just had 2 bad rolls in a row. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. What's gonna happen to me?
So this one stabbed her around 57 times, I suppose.
I guess so.
The work of the parasite, I shouldn't wonder.
The worm in your head has never slept more peacefully. You know in your heart it was something deeper, hungrier.
Alright. I'm calling BS on everybody, just believe in that. But, don't worry about it. Yeah, it must be the parasite.
We can but stand guard against the parasite. I'll be watching.
Oh my god.
An uneasy feeling lingers.
My friends
in
are
the
stupid.
air. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache.
All right, it would be so cool if in like the good run, like you kept Alfir. Like that would be so cool. A bard. I still have never done bard in this game, so I really don't know much about it other than being able to insult people, which I think is great. But breathe deeply. Vow. I think we grind our jaw.
Something revolts in your churning blood. Why hide what you are? You long to expose yourself.
Oh wait, no. Scratch just found his way here. Okay, this has gotta. This has gotta go. Let's talk to Scratch first, and also disable Asterian's helmet. Hi, Scratch. Pet him. Winning that approval back already. We'll never be mean to you, Scratch. Alright. Now, can I, like... Alright. Makes that... I am sad. Send a camp. Lae'zel.
Action, not reaction.
Pick up Alfir's body. Alright, now put this eyesore in the camp chest. Alfira, you're just gonna hang out in here for the time being, alright? We'll get you... somebody's gonna come and hang out with you. Just hang out, you got a place to sleep, free rent, no problem. Now, we have water. I know Shadowheart just has some water. I just saw it on her inventory there. All right, we'll spring cleaning. Start our day off. Oh, Asterian's got some too. Sweet. We're just gonna give it to Lae'zel so that she can use it. All right, get rid of that. Hey, it's no problem. Okay, slight problem. Slight problem. I know you can find soap. Okay. We're not going to be spending many more nights here, I think. I think it'll be best for all of us to leave this in the past and forget about what happened here. So,
Give up now.
we're going to move on. One thing I did notice while we were getting the intro together was
Have to keep going.
there's a chest spot over here.
Something over there.
And so we'll quick shovel this guy out. Oh, sweet! Wow, that's a really good chest, I feel like. We're also gonna head... Oh, I meant to take Shadowheart with us, but that's fine. We'll roll with us for another day. How about that for the man? I would like to fight these gnolls that hang out up here. Just get a little bit more experience. I've never actually... I don't think I've... I feel like I've, like, never seen this cart before. I've never come over here. Yeah, this is interesting. Whoa, okay. It's a tiny little area, but... Lessons for Sensible Living 4. Cities and How to Survive Them. We'll send that one to King as well. Oh, whoops. Actually, I guess we'll read it. The first page summarizes the contents. The remaining pages clumsily elaborate them on great detail. 1. On not going to cities. This reads like a philosophy book. The simplest piece of advice for sensible folk is to avoid cities entirely. 2. On marketplaces. People often tell me, Harrington, my fleeces and turnips are worth more in a city market than a local village fair. Fools, to them I say. Your fleeces and turnips will be robbed long before you reach the market square, and you will have only a few lumps and bruises to take home. 3. On taverns. All sensible folk enjoy draining a mug of locally produced ale in the company of their friends, but some of you may have heard tell of the extravagant taverns that populate the cities of the Sword Coast. If bawdy knaves like the Blushing Mermaid and the Wizard's Stave were not sufficient warning of their impropriety, Let it be known that you will be robbed long before you finish your first tankard and will have only a few lumps and bruises for company. Don't go to the cities or you will get robbed, should be the title of this book. On sewerage. Be like you keep a pot by your bedside and cast out the levings into a communal pit of mourn. Sensible and cleanly behavior. Many cities have dispensed with such simple methods of hygienic living, and instead the waste of the inhabitants commingles, I don't know that one, and commingles. A waste of the inhabitants commingles and flows through the great channels beneath the very streets, a breeding ground for mucky creatures. 5. On becoming lost. Cities are far too large and you will become lost almost immediately. A fellow once told me that Baldur's Gate is actually 3 cities in one, an outer, an inner, and an upper. I believe he thought I'd be impressed, but I simply spat in his eye and sent him away. Harrington Nathalin. That's interesting. I wonder if Harrington is one of the people up here. Talk to these, well, kill these gnolls up here. They're not gonna like us. It is interesting. Take the fight from up here. Very rarely do I do it this way. Very cool. These guys are very difficult because they have multiple range attacks. For a difficult fight, if we really wanted to min-max it, we'd be able to. We'd take this fight from stealth and things like that, and eventually, maybe when you do an honor mode playthrough, we will certainly take use of all that very frequently, but not really necessary for a fight of this level. We're gonna have Asterion just kind of run away there. Take a pot shot and then run.
Survival is all that matters.
Krolt is going to hit a cloud of daggers right in the middle of these guys. Maybe we should. No, we won't have those guys be able to use an action. I was gonna have Zeller Will throw a Void Bulb and bring them all together, but they're so late in the initiative, it won't be worth it. So we'll just do the Cloud of Daggers, get a lot of damage off on these guys. Nice. Yeah, 2 HP, that'll help you. That's why I love Cloud of Daggers. Soul I forget what that is. Can't take bonus actions or reactions. That sucks. Alas. Nice! And we leveled up! Awesome. We're gonna extra attack here. Hit him again with the... Would have loved to see that, but that's okay. We'll do our days. Oh, and that broke the concentration on the soul numb. I didn't realize that was a concentration thing. So we got our bonus action back, and then... I wish... I don't think we'll be able to get the angle right. It would have been able to... It would have been awesome to Eldritch Blast this guy back into those Cloud of Daggers. But we missed in the first place, so it doesn't matter. Oh, and we'll be able to do it now anyways. If we don't just kill him outright, which I think we probably will. Shoot him there. Nice. And we'll just firebolt the Fleshnar. No dice. Why'd those claws make a punching sound? That was funny. Oh, that really stinks. But alas, it's okay.
Coming through.
And we get to try and hit him again. Let's see. Come on. Ah, I want it so bad. We're going to try and get close to him. We can't get all the way that we want to, but just try and close that distance. I'm really surprised. I think because we got lucky with doing so much damage. That was dumb. A lot of times, too, the enemies just still run straight through the AoE spells, so that's why I think they're really useful. I think I could be. Oh, sorry, Asterion. I didn't mean to end your turn. I think there's a mod that maybe stops them from doing that. Let me know if that's something you guys are interested in. I'm happy to add that because it always feels cheap whenever they just run through an obstacle like that on their own volition. But let me know what you think. I'm making up for it with all these misses, so I think maybe it's actually fair. I mean, what am I supposed to do here? And my turn. Will
Making my move.
hit this guy with an Eldritch Blast. I was gonna be really sad if he wound up getting hurt there. 50%, nice. Sweet. Tough. But he finally made up for all that with our by running into the Cloud of Daggers. I take back what I just said about it feeling cheap, because these rolls have felt cheap. There we go. Now we disable Cloud of Daggers before we move at all, so that way, because what will happen is that, let's say Lae'zel was on the other side here, and we are set to group back up on Krolt, is Lae'zel will run straight through the Cloud of Daggers the same way that the Gnolls did. So we're gonna go revive Will real quick. And I think we might go back and long rest immediately again, so that we can get Will's cutscene for taking down Karlach in the last episode. The Gnolls don't have anything good usually either, which really stinks. Mangled corpse, anything? Mason Coley? Nice. Nice that I can just pick this out amongst the blood and bone. Yeah. Oh, Noel Fang of Yongu. Yeah, nothing. But we are just gonna run back and we'll level up tomorrow morning. But we're gonna just long rest again so that we can go and talk to Will about how he feels about killing Karlach.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, buddy, I thought it was time I dropped by the doghouse.
Mizora.
The one and only. You haven't introduced me to your friends. Where are your manners?
Well, well, aren't you a luscious thing? No, but I think, call me Krolt.
Will, you
Who are you?
absolute stinker. You kept me a secret. Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. Your warlock friend is my puppy. And he's been a very good boy. I say fetch, and he'll fetch. I say kill a fugitive tiefling, and... well, I don't need to tell you.
You said devils only. She was a tiefling, not a monster.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. Cheer up, Buttercup. Karlach had no heart. You did the world a favor. More to the point, you obeyed.
Get on with it, devil. What do you want?
The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Does Will ever get his horns? Does Will stay, like, without horns forever? Sick new drip, dog. Yo, Eddie's on. Okay.
Always a pleasure. Shame that tadpole's gone and pissed on your party. But I'll be damned if it goes pissing on mine.
Fair enough.
I've got some errands to do. But don't you fret much, pup. I'll be back in 3 shakes of your tail.
That is.
Keep an eye on him, will you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Dude, that's actually, like, those clothes are so sick. We met Will's diabolical patron, Mizora, who was pleased to find that he had slain Karlek. She rewarded him for his obedience and departed, though it seems we'll likely meet her again. An infernal robe. Fire shield. Am I crazy, or is this better for me than it is for Will? Infernal robe, as opposed to... Is he wearing clothing? Yeah, no, he can wear armor. I'll take the clothing. That gives... Because this looks sick, too. I mean, fire shield. Scorching flames shed light in a 3-meter radius. You take only half the damage of all cold damage. You deal 2 to 6 fire damage to anyone who hits you with a melee attack. Yes, yes, and more yes, please. Show me the drip. Oh my lord. Add my old clothes to my... Actually, we'll send those to camp for sentimentality's sake. We'll talk to Will as well. Talk to Will as well.
Damn it all. What have I done? I'd be hunting devils and demons, Mizora said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not... Not this. Not Zariel's victims, not innocent tieflings. Karlak showed us the truth, and I refuse to see it.
You warned me about Raphael, but are pacted to Mizora. The Blade of Frontiers has some explaining to do. What do you expect? She's a devil. What do you expect? She's a devil. You should have known
these
that.
Years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned.
You'd think.
It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. Or so I thought. Until Karlak.
What are the terms
I
of
can't
the pact?
utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed.
Even now, you're not
It was
regretting
worth
it?
the sacrifice.
It seems
All
like
I can
that.
give you on that is my solemn word.
Okay. Sounds good then. Alright, cool. Let's go to bed. Full rest.
Tonight, you can't chase the thoughts of that poor girl you killed from your head. You wonder what she looked like as she died. Squirming, skewered in abject agony.
Go for a walk and try and stop yourself from the retching. Because again, we're not a complete murder hobo. But I certainly don't think he's particularly bothered.
Body barely complies. You feel such rushes from your thoughts of the dead woman. Why did she die? The mystery gnaws at your pounding heart.
Milord, jubilant day! I have found your vile self at last! Sceleritas fell. Your loyal and ever-adoring butler. I followed you, my dear rotted master. We have been parted so tragically long.
What the hells do you mean? I'm in a nightmare, aren't I? My head is very, very sick. Do you know about it? let's say, what the hells do you mean you're my butler? Because I think that Krolt thinks that this could still be just a hallucination by the parasite.
Oh, one hell of a butler. The most unprincipled servant you could hope for. You have always struggled to conduct yourself properly without me. I found you following the stench of that bard. She reeked across the coast like a piece of dog muck on the road.
Did you cause me to kill her? I didn't kill her. It happened while I was asleep. Let's say, did you cause me to kill her?
Such fine work could never be done by a wretch like me. Anyways, I come once again bearing a part of your dreadful inheritance.
Dreadful inheritance. Ooh.
You earned this iniquitous prize through your great show of exceptional violence the other night. I'm sure Master will be better soon. A fellow of your fine breeding is never down for long. I cannot wait until your next act of shameless barbarity.
You're going to... Neither can I. You're going to tell me... This prize isn't from my tadpole, is it?
That mithering thing? Pay no mind to it. We have been with you always, and always by your side we will remain. Be true to yourself, my lord.
The Deathstalker Mantle. Nice. Oh, this... combine this... I wonder if they... This already looks like it will go well with this. I know I'm doing a lot of talking up of this cape before I even put it on, but it looks like it may, just maybe, have been designed to go with this piece because I know that you'll be getting the two somewhat close together. Once per turn, when you kill an enemy, shroud yourself in primeval darkness to become invisible for 2 turns. I love that. I don't know if it would go better on somebody else. I'm taking it because I look dripped out already. I mean, this is crazy. This is utterly crazy. Catch me at your local runway. Absolutely strut. Come on. All right. All right, we'll stop the patting on the back for now, and we'll do a little leveling up for the next little bit. Starting with the Drip Lord himself, Krolt. Oh, come on, that looks sick. That looks sick. I mean, the gloves go perfectly, too. I mean, that feels more lucky than anything. Well, I think I like Bone Chill. It's not something that I really use a lot, but I do like it because it prevents the ability for your enemies to heal. So I think we will do that, yeah, because I don't want Poison Spray or anything else in that regard. Misty Step we're not going to learn because we'll find a bunch of stuff later on in the game that'll give us that ability. Hold Person is a good one. Shatter is also a good one. I'm just taking a look real quick, kind of checking through if there's other worthwhile stuff. And yeah, I think we will do Hold Person. I think we're going to do Find Familiar too, because I don't anticipate us having someone who can Wild Shape really in this playthrough. Maybe that'll change, but just looking forward at that, I think this will be a useful spell to be able to send cats in through the tiny little holes and whatnot. And so then when we prepare our spells, we're going to take that web. If you recall a couple episodes ago, we actually learned that. We learned that spell. And we haven't had the chance to actually learn it yet. And Charm Person we're going to hold on to because it's been useful. Yeah, really all of these have been useful to us. which is a shame because I would really like to put one of these in, but that's all right, because we'll learn more spells later. Now we get into feats, and as it comes to feats, it really does matter kind of what your playthroughs are going for and what you're going for specifically. But the first one that I always like to take is alert. If you and your party have alert, you are going to be going first 99% of the time in combat, which is just so crazy useful. You gain a +5 bonus to initiative and can't be surprised. +5 bonus to initiative is crazy. When you think about a d20, which is what you're rolling for initiative, +5 is 25% of the total that you could be having. So you're already starting at 25%, whereas everyone else has to at least roll up to get to that. Plus you're, for example, Astarion, who already has high initiative, or maybe I believe rogues have high initiative, especially the assassins. But I could be wrong about that. Maybe I'm thinking of Karlak, who's got the high initiative. But either way, I always take alert for the most part. Lae'zel sometimes, or Lae'zel or Karlak, sometimes I'll take savage attack first, but we'll definitely be taking that later on. But I'm going to take alert here. I think, do we get a new maneuver? No. New feat available, just alert. That's fine, and we'll take that. While we're here, we're also going to swap out Will and get Shadowheart, but we're going to level up Will before we do that. We're going to do True Strike for Will, just because that'll be a useful one for him to gain advantage, because he might be up close and personal with some of these guys. And then we're also going to take Shatter, because when I think about Warlocks, they only have the 2 spell slots, so I want to be able to do as much damage as I can with those spell slots. And I think you ultimately got a lot more bang for your buck with Shatter than you do with Hold Person. We're not going to... actually, we are going to swap out Arms of Hadar for Shatter. Where is it? Oh, that's right. I always forget how the spells work with Warlocks. And we're going to do the same thing with Will. Get alert. We're also going to level up Shadowheart here in a second, because we're going to go tell Will to screw it. Shadowheart is playing with her box over here, and we're just going to tell her to stop
Something
that.
matter.
Join me.
Your dance card is full. Lose a partner, and there'll be room for me.
You can trade places with Will.
Lead the way, then.
Alrighty, and Shadowheart, we're going to level you up. I wonder why we just got a journal update for her joining our party. Cantrips, take Blade Ward, and preparing our spells, get rid of Cure Wounds, and we will take... See, now Shadowheart, I think we are going to take Hold Person, or actually maybe take Aid. Heal your ally. Yeah, no, we're going to take Hold Person, and she gets alert as well. Awesome.
Right, what now? Dream in red.
Let's actually no, we'll keep it moving here. It's been a little bit of a slower episode, so we'll keep it moving here. So, one thing that I do want to check, if we mentioned maybe that didn't come off as high pitched as it sounded, but I feel like that was a very high pitch. We mentioned a couple of episodes ago that if you complete an area by doing... Oh, awesome. Well, great, well, fine. If you complete an area by doing dialogue as opposed to combat, you will get the same amount of XP as you do as if you just killed all the enemies there, as opposed to completing the dialogue checks to get through. What I don't know, and what Katrissa commented, is that if we go back then, and now since we got that XP the first time, and go back and kill these guys, will we get all that XP? Will we get even more XP? And so that's what we're going to go find out. we're gonna go head back over to these goblins here in the Blighted Village and take these guys down. We can climb right up onto this roof over here. I didn't realize you can climb up this way. That's cool. And we'll take these guys down. Come on over, gang. Shadowheart and Astarion, you guys are going to head on over to this rooftop. And then while they're doing that, me and Lae'zel are just going to stack up right here, ready to push these guys off. Perfect. Krolt, I'm not expecting him to do this. Ooh, actually, should I just hit both of them with a Thunder Wave? Yeah, I think actually that's what I'm going to do. We'll hit both of them with a Thunder Wave. Meanwhile, Shadowheart
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
and Astarion will just take out these guys. So, Krolt, let's Thunder Wave it up, brother man. Alright, well, it stinks that we didn't get that guy knocked off. But, Lae'zel, we will... Oh, I thought I just had Lae'zel have the push in her hand, but I didn't realize that I didn't. So, that is fine. Lae'zel will stand right up here. We'll just wait out.
All of them.
And not really much I can do besides keep it moving this way. I wonder if I can leap from there to there without taking any damage. End our turn. My fucking dumbass. Get these guys in the fight. Nice! Alright, this is great though, because now we'll get advantage on this guy trying to run away. Must have advantage. Path is interrupted, that's why. Must have advantage. How do I not have advantage from being high up? This is another thing that Katrissa commented on that I clearly did not understand as I said I thought I did. How do I have disadvantage? Target outside. Aha, that's why. So normally I'd be able to do that, but just because I have disadvantage because of the target outside normal range, I can't. So that's fine. We'll wrap that up there, and these guys will be done before you know it. He can shoot me through there? So that's what makes the missile snaring really useful, is that would have done like 16 damage to me when it was all said and done. I didn't realize I was like perfectly lined up there. So I bet you though Lae'zel can stand here and hit this guy. Yeah, nice. Oh, that stinks. Can she jump through here?
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
But what we will hit you with, magic missile.
Torment!
Nice. Oh, and I'm invisible now. But since I took that damage, nah. But that's good to know. It's very cool. I wonder if let's try and hit this with a firebolt. Didn't quite get him, but that's alright. Cunning action dash. Run up this way. Because Krolt will take this guy out. Ooh, actually, maybe Shadowheart can hit him with it. No dice on the firebolt. So, Lae'zel, let's have you try and finish this job off here. I think she should be able to hit him from over here.
Taste my fury.
Nice, but still not quite.
So much for peace.
Krolt, firebolt the hell out of this guy.
Grave mistake.
Nice. Jeez, man, you just got firebolted. Alrighty, perfect, perfect, perfect. We can pick all this stuff up, loot up these guys, and it did not look like we got any XP from that. I'm going to have, yeah, no, we did not get any XP. So, I think we can call that myth, or maybe not quite a myth, but that storyline complete. You do not get double XP for then going back and killing these guys. So, that's another piece of the puzzle down. So we're gonna pick up these guys, pick up and add to wares here. And we'll loot through this stuff here. I think we got most of this stuff actually. Okay, here's another goblin. There should be another one inside here. Yeah. These guys all had fire arrows. Nice. Which Krolt does not need, so we'll hand these guys off in a second. Then there's one thing that I do want to go and grab here. We're going to pick up. I don't know why my brain blanked there when I was looking at that. There's a million things to loot and whatnot in here. Ooh, I see a key there too. That's good. I feel like I never really noticed that before. Calcified web. That's cool. I wish that one of the goblins was standing on top of that so I could have shot them down into there. I think that there is... I've never actually noticed that, but I think that this is a way down to a certain encounter that we'll do later on, I'm sure. I saw Highcliff's journal. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Highcliff is the same guy that we just saw, that we just read from up there. The pupil surpasses the teacher. My master weapons are almost complete. There is just one component left. Samson says his designs are a failure. But what's he know? He can barely see past his own belly. I've stashed the prototypes and blueprints for now, but just you wait, Samson. Your legend is fading, and a new one will rise in its place. Cool. So there's a masterwork weapon around here as well. Let's see what's in this barrel. Nothing. Regarding riders in these strange parts. The date on this letter is faded with time, but the paper alone indicates great age. My fellow citizens, 4 fellow citizens we are, like it or not, I print and post multiple copies of this notice in the region at no small expense to myself, because I feel a growing concern and alarm at the presence of strange riders in these parts of late. Many of you will have seen them trampling through our forests and towns under the guise of patrol. They claim they are guardians sent from Elturel to protect the borders of the great and holy nation of Elturgard. Don't be fooled by shining armor or handsome mounts. I never bent the knee to any Elturgard and never asked any meddled jester to come peering over my garden fence. As you all know, I'm descended direct from the original Selûnite settlers along these banks, and I have half-elven great-uncle who swear to it. We're peaceable folk, and we get on with the druids well enough, but I pay no fealty or tax or any far-off city I can't even find on the map. I took no small pleasure in telling these thugs just that, and I urge you to do the same. They call themselves Hell Riders. I call them interlopers. They can bugger off to the hells, them and their city both. With grave concern and serious intent, Damon Briska, proud and free citizen of the Heartlands. So I guess that this region is called the Heartlands, which is something that I never knew. I was actually looking for the word to call it the past couple of episodes, and I just went with wilderness because that's what's listed on the map here. But now I know that this is the Heartlands, so that's very cool. We got a lot of little lore from that letter. We learned that Selûnites were the original people to settle along the river here, which I think we could probably obviously take away from the Selûnite temple, but it's just a cool little piece of lore, and that they, these people had gotten along with the druids and what's nots and what's a who's it. So I think that's super duper duper cool. And so we're going to chug along. Let's take a look. What's next for us here? What's next first is a short rest. Let's take a look at our journal here. We can steal the sacred idol from the druids. That's certainly something that we want to get back to. Maybe head back over to the druids' grove, sell off some of our things, and maybe do a little conniving, a little plotting towards how the idol might get stolen. How an idol might go about being stolen. Yeah, let's take a fast travel back on over there. let me know. I'm very, very curious about you guys' opinions in this regard. About how much so up to this point in the series, it's been pretty much uncut gameplay, very similar to honestly what would be like a live stream VOD. Let me know if you guys want me to continue that, or for example, right, cut that entire section of me walking up to here just to the point where we get the trader. I personally think that in a game like this, you might want to see the whole thing, and that's why it's been very, not uncut and unedited, but for the most part, you've been seeing what I've been seeing as it comes to my gameplay. Let me know if you want that to change. I'm very curious.
Need anything else? Of course, but please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Real quick, sell off all my wares. Also get rid of this great sword here. And yeah, that's about it. Sweet. Really don't see still much that we want from Aaron. I do see this scale mail, which actually looks pretty enticing. I also wonder about giving Shadowheart some dark black dye for her, for her clothes, but we'll get to that another time. I think we'll keep on moving on. One thing that I do want to do is drink this potion of animal speaking and talk to the strange ox.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
There's something strange about this ox. What is it?
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
There's more to you than meets the eye. Care to explain?
No. You are incapable.
I don't think so. Come on, old chap. I'm a devil for gossip. Fine, I've heard the tieflings are going to butcher one of you for food, so your secret will die with you. Out with it, cow, or you're going to regret it. Come on, old chap. I'm a devil for gossip. And let's cast Animal Friendship. Come on. Bang, baby. Nice. Let's go.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods.
How will you make it there?
No. That's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Moo.
Thank you.
Funny. I mean...
I have seen a little bit more with the Strange Ox, but I have not seen his full story, so I'm very excited in this playthrough to get that. There's one more thing that I want to do with the Blighted Village. I think as it comes to stealing the idol here, all we're really going to have to do is turn invisible and run off with it. I think it should be pretty easy, honestly. So I'm not too concerned about that. I think that might happen in the next episode. What we are going to finish off this episode doing is there's one more thing in the Blighted Village that I want to take care of that I completely forgot about. I knew there was something, and it's to go get a headband here from Lump the Enlightened.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the Absolute.
This is the first time I've done this with my brand. With the brand of the Absolute. This is very interesting. I cannot get over how sick my guide looks. I think Krolt looks unreal. I think we should we just show him the brand? I came here with the intention of immediately killing these guys, but now the fact that I've got this brand changed things. Let's show him the brand. Let's just see where that takes us.
I see it. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend.
These guys, I don't know why it took me so long to make this connection, but these guys remind me so much of the sharks in Toy Story. Or, sharks in Toy Story. Sharks in Finding Nemo. Like, they even look like them, with, like, like, Bruce. Let's... I noticed you don't bear a brand of your own.
I've no use for the Absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only. Gluttony and greed.
He literally looks like Bruce. That's
the
so
goblins
funny.
understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss Goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal.
Doesn't
no
matter.
Talk.
Forget goblins. You should be fighting for me. Well, so, the reason that I'm here is because I want the Band of Intellect, which is something that Lump has. I don't really feel like bargaining for it at all. And in my mind, I want the headband. We're here for the headband.
Dinner time, boys.
Fuck you, Lump the Enlightened. I'm taking your headband. I'm coming up with the RP reason for it is that I saw it on his head, even though he's not wearing it, and I wanted it. And these guys are absolutists anyways. Not the greatest reason, but come on, I want the headband. It's gonna be a good time.
Boots have seen everything.
No, we can't, which is a shame. But if you guys will notice, we are all four of us are taking our turn before the ogres. Let's try and throw a void bulb as Astarion. Send to Astarion. And then, of course, I positioned Astarion perfectly where he can't throw it. We're going to try and group all these guys up in the middle here. It's a real shame. But we're going to try again with Lae'zel.
Taking position.
Because I would like to do exactly what I just mentioned in the past fight with the gnolls and kill these ogres by grouping them up and putting them inside the cloud of daggers. Perfect. And so, not a whole lot of damage, but enough. We're going to run our guy away because he is going to take... Oh, I saw one thing, too, that's going to be incredibly useful. Where... I saw it. Thank you. Smoke powder, bomb. Throw that right into the crowd as well here. If Shadowheart can aim around it. God, I am so good at putting the pole in between this and my enemies. And we're just going to drop this right in the middle of these guys. Boom. Do a ton of fucking damage. And then drop a spiritual weapon there as well. Because you can use this as a bonus action for some reason, which is sick. And then, Astarion, let's just spread us out a little bit. And then we're going to extra attack for Lae'zel. Lae'zel is going to hit Fank, because he's got a lot of damage done to him already. Nice. Do some damage to Chop here. Of course, miss. Lump takes some damage too, and cast Blur, which will take... I love Cloud of Daggers, man. 15 damage is tough. Asterion was just commenting on the cracked support beam here. Let's try and level 2, though. 18. It always stinks when you upcast that. You really don't do very much damage with it. We'll give Lae'zel some heals here as well. And she gets Blade Ward because of that, which is sick. I wonder, can we have him hide? Everyone's facing away, so yeah, we can have Asterion hide and then sneak attack. Because everyone's facing away, which is nice. And we'll end our turn there. What do we think? I wondered, should we web these guys up? Oh. Call me Toby Maguire, dog. Nice! Oh wait, did I end? Oh, it's just difficult terrain. I thought they got, like, ensnared. But, whatever. That's okay. Alright, fainting attack now on Chalk. 18. Would have loved to have done the extra 2 damage there, but it's okay. Oh, poor Asterion. Try and do 7. Nice! Everything's going very smoothly so far in this fight. I mean, Asterion's knocked over, but, you know, you kind of expect. These guys do lots of damage. You expect that to a certain degree. Let's see if we can get Shadowheart to finish this off. Perfect. And that frees up Lae'zel to actually use her movement to go and kill Fang. Just brutal. But we can still have her rally, which is nice, and she's right back up at pretty much full HP. Asterion, let's try and have you attack Fang, and you got it. And we're just gonna have you drink that, so that way you can hopefully hold up to another hit from Lump the Enlightened. We're going to... Ooh. I'm already concentrating on I'm already concentrating on a spell, which is... What's it called?
Into the bloody fray.
Web. So how close... Oh, I can hit him with the concentrated blast. Sick. So I must be concentrating on another spell. If the target was concentrating, you heal as much damage as the damage that was dealt to. So since I'm concentrating and Lump is concentrating, I'm gonna get some HP back. Boom.
Again.
That was sick. That was cool. Alrighty, spiritual weapon. Let's try. Wow. Nice. That's why you fall in love with spiritual weapon in the early game. Mel's acid arrow, no dice. Does this? No. Still a lower chance. We'll try.
I missed this.
Nothing to do besides just start melee attacking.
No choice but to keep going.
And... Fuck it, let's have... Oh, now it's only 5 HP. No. I was wondering, should I send it? Let's try and bone chill him. Lae'zel finishes off for us. Nice. Lae'zel wants to speak with us. Why does she want to talk?
I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland.
Huh. I've never gotten this before. What about now?
Now, well, you've earned my respect and more still. You've proven your wits. You are efficient and dominant, in and out of battle. You've proven your courage. I swear you would tear the horns off one dragon to plunge into another. And you're hardly bland. Your scent alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end.
I gotta talk to HR, dog. Stat. If you respect me so much, then why are you such a prickly grouch? Hold on, are you coming to me? The attraction's mutual, Lae'zel. You know you know how to set my heart racing. I'm not really, I'm not super interested in kind of bringing Lae'zel along this path for now, like kind of leading Lae'zel on, because I really don't reel it in a bit. Let's see. Let's just say if you respect
If you
me.
must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I've inflicted. Can't measure how much blood I've drawn in the Undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel. I am what I must be, say what I must be, to survive every beast I face and every wound I bear. Bah, enough talk. I will be plain. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later. But I want it all the same. Do you?
Yeah, sure, fuck it. We're not committing to anything.
Yes. Perhaps one night soon, I will come to your bunk and take what is mine. Until that night comes, I shall keep enjoying your scent.
Fucking creep. Alright, let's talk to Lump here. And by talk to Lump, I mean take his warped headband of intellect, which sets the wearer's intelligence to 17. This enchantment has no effect if their intelligence score is higher without it. This is incredibly useful because now we can go back and respec our guy so that we can put our points into something else. We're going to leave Lump's Warhorn because it's not useful without Lump being alive. And we'll read the Diary of Lump the Enlightened real quick. The triumphs and travels of Lump the Enlightened. Now that I see the truth, I can scarcely remember a time before. At first, I thought it the human's thin flesh that bestowed this gift, but I've come to believe it was the circlet she wore. There was a crunch in that chew. Day 4. The goblin boss, Dror Ragzlin, made me a tantalizing proposal. Spare any prey bearing his new god's brand and feast on the rest. He offered considerable coin in return. Lovely. Let's equip this real quick. And this is the one helmet in the game that I almost always leave on. And we'll dye this when we get back to camp so it goes with our outfit a little bit better. But we're going to cross that bridge when we come to it. Just loot these guys up real quick. Nothing in there. You're really come for the warped headband of intellect.
I can keep going a little longer now.
And that is why I wanted to end the episode here, so we could get this warped headband intellect and we can start next episode off with respecking our character. Maybe I'll do that off screen, just getting him back up to speed where he is here, but also dumping some points into some other skills that are useful for him. So with that, we're going to call that the end of this episode. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for jumping on this train with me here and carrying it along through all the trials, tribulations, and murders, I guess, in our Baldur's Gate 3 The Dark Urge playthrough. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!